Hey everybody, it's me, Matt Spurs, back again with another Tottenham Hotspur video. Today I'm going to update you on some of today's news regarding the club. Stay tuned to hear more. First news that I want to bring you is just some things that Jose Mourinho has said about the transfer window in his press conference for the Leicester game. It's been said that Jose Mourinho is looking to bring in a right back, a centre back, a defensive midfield player and a striker this summer to Spurs. Obviously, I brought you the news yesterday that Spurs are in talks to sign Kim Min-jae from Beijing Guoan, who is a centre-back, and Pierre Højbjerg, who is a defensive midfield player from Southampton. Obviously, the club are also looking to bring in a right-back and a striker as well. There has been some rumours around some players that I've seen, but there's been no concrete offers that I'm aware of. Maybe you guys are aware of some, or you've heard some in the news. But the two players in question, Kim Min-jae and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, have been reported in several news outlets, so makes it pretty trustworthy. But anyway, obviously Spurs will not have Champions League football next year after Leicester won their game the other day. So Tottenham will just have to do with Europa League football, but we still have to win the last two games to get that and to guarantee it. But this is what Mourinho said. It's very interesting. He said, for some clubs, it's easy. You break the rules, you spend the money, and you get the players. He's obviously talking about Manchester City there. For some, it's more difficult, like at Tottenham. You follow the rules. For this profile of club, the situation is more complicated. I knew what Tottenham is before I signed my contract. I had meetings with different people in the club. I think at that time we were 10 to 15 points behind the Champions League positions, so there were no surprises for me. We need to be realistic. We need to be realistic. I know where the best players in the world are. If we sit and have a coffee, I can give you a short list of the best players in the world by any position. The most important thing is to be realistic, analyse the transfer market opportunities, the clubs that are willing to sell, the players in the last years of their contracts, clubs willing to have creative deals. I know exactly what we need and what we would like and I know how to be realistic. The club also knows me better than before. I think only Mr. Levy can say, but I think it's very easy to work with me. I am open, pragmatic. I like to do my reports to the club, project the future, so for me everything is written. It's quite easy to work with me. And when I'm respectful and realistic, I think we're fine because we understand each other. So there's some interesting quotes from Jose Mourinho. He does mention maybe he's looking for some creative deals, clubs that are willing to sell their players, players in the last years of their contract, which is something that Pierre Højbjerg is in, and we can get a creative deal because maybe we can include Kyle Walker-Peters and get it for a lower cost. But anyway, we will see what happens with that deal. But anyway, there's just some interesting comments by the manager. Another piece of good news is that Oliver Skipp has signed a contract extension at the club until the end of the 2023-2024 season. He's made 21 appearances for Spurs since making his debut 2 years ago, and he's still 19 years of age, and Jose Mourinho sees him as a big part of his plans, and as we know, he let Victor Wanyama go in the last transfer window and hasn't replaced him and doesn't feel like maybe replacing him, and so obviously feels that Oliver Skipp has a role to play. Hopefully Skippy can make a bigger contribution next season than what he has done this year, and it was good to see him come on against Arsenal. Hopefully he'll get some minutes in the last two games and help us to wrap up Europa League football for next season. So congratulations to Oliver Skipp. Hope to see you stay at Spurs for many years to come. To finish off today's video, I just want to update you with some other transfer news. Obviously, Kim Min-jae and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg are ongoing deals that the club are trying to do, but the club is also interested in buying a Wigan youngster called Alfie Devine. He is 15 years old, but he has been capped by England under-16s and came through Liverpool's academy before being released. And Wigan need the money because now they're in administration. Tottenham are interested in signing him, and like I said, it's going to be £500,000. Also, Tottenham are interested in Demarai, the Leicester winger, who plays on the left-hand side. This could mean that either Ryan Sessegnon or Eric Lamela could be sold or loaned out this summer to another club. Eric Lamela, I think, is going into either the last year of his contract or in the last 2 years of his contract, so we'll see what happens on that front. Maybe Eric Lamela could be sold and Demarai Gray could be brought in. He's known as a tricky winger, and he's done well for Leicester, so and like I said, maybe we'll get to see him play against Spurs this weekend. And that's about it, really. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Who would you like Spurs to sign this summer? Let me know. And until next time, come on you Spurs.